So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for theories of inspiration economy, and we've spoken about that inspiration economy is specialized in dealing with complex problems, especially socio-economic problems, and it's not based on enthusiasm in solving problems, but in profound knowledge. And this profound knowledge has built the inspiration economy, which is a collection of many theories that start with the basis of inspiration economy, and then the socio-economic development from inspiration economy perspective, and then the youth economy from inspiration economy perspective, and then the resilience economy from again the IE perspective, and then we start into going into detail micro theories like the differential diagnosis, application of the differential diagnosis in solving complex problems, and how we can use that in influencing without power, how we learn through exploring, and how we learn through multidisciplinary solutions, and how we also solve problems taking care of self-sufficiency, intergeneration, which is very important for to build a community that is inspiring and resilient, and then how we visualize and create hardiness in the community, how we make development and sustainability in the community, and how we create through migration economy, we bring a new type of economy that create the inspiring economy and thrives the economy to the a level of advancement. Of course, this is what brought also future foresight economy, which is different than any other economy because it focuses on socio-economic perspective. And lately we started to do a lot of research about aging economy and how we can utilize this economy to improve the socio-economic living of the families and the community, so that we have the extended family, we have the taking care of the elders, we have the proper retirement plans, proper retirement, retired people expertise utilization, and so on. Now, the one of the foundations of this is we focus on creating socio-economic changes that comes from multiple factors. First, one of the factors is, of course, the interrelation between the economic, the social, political, psychological, and religious factors. The other factors is the inseparable and economic problem factors that result in an economic and non-economic factors. We cannot understand actually economic phenomena merely by only focusing on economic factors alone. And this is what inspiration economy focus on. Because we say that socioeconomic factors come from multidisciplinary or multi-factors. The common threads of such inspiration economy, as we mentioned earlier, beside these economies that we talked about, is that they all contribute to exploring opportunities. So socioeconomy related theories all focus on how to explore the opportunities, how to deal with complex problems, and how to promote the social economy, and how to prevent and treat actually repercussions of the capitalist economy, and how to prepare for future challenges and developments and actually advancement even towards unstable economy or unclear future foresight. Now, one of the foundation of this theory, the inspiration economy theory, is that it addresses the human needs, which we need to obtain and renew every now and then. Because without addressing the human needs, we lose actually spirit of solidarity, and we lose our capacity to prosper and grow. Without this, we can't create a maturity in our economy, and we can't even create a better advancement. For that, we stopped last time in our last class. It's about that we need to think about its inspiration economics is not like classical based economy. It is not a mechanical. It's not based on supply versus demand, but based on creating the capacity based on needs. And it's not about monopolies. It's about niches. It's not about central banking, but free banking. It's not about net value, but a non-financial value. So it is focused on non-materialistic values, the different assets that the communities or any problem would have inside it. It is depends on creating independence on other resources rather than being dependent. It focuses on again being decentralized, and of course it is also build a more ethical cohesion than payment chains. And this is what makes again this economy to be really reviving, and it have a future actually to be even one of the Nobel Prize in the future. Now, examples of the cases formed by inspiration economy theory, we have the cases for the women advancement, rather the women development. So because we talk about not supply versus demand, it's not that we need more women that to be in leaders in positions only, but we need women to create advancement to the community. So it's beyond women empowerment. Women empowerment is highly needed in many communities, but in many communities they pass now women advancement, women already empowered. What we need is that these women to be more helping the community to develop, and more helping the community to becoming more advanced. For that, we say success is measured by not by the number of the women who completed programs. If there is a woman, let's say, empowerment program, we shouldn't measure its success by how many women completed the program, which is most of the NGOs or developing or training companies or even universities claim. What we need is that we need a woman that is not only trained on skills, and not only we're getting more funds so that we train more women. It's not about number or quantity, but more about women who are helping their community and creating a change in their community and creating advancement. Because without that, the humanity will lose, whether it's this humanity in a village, or it's in a rural area, or it's a urban area, and so on. So once we think about capacity versus demand, then we talk about changes in the way women they advance the community, and how the women are transforming the community or the country to the better. That's what is the focus on inspiration economy. Other example would be like increasing the revenue of women if they work on a factory. So women, for example, working in a rural area in Mauritania, or even in the capital city where poverty is a lot, and these women, they might come from villages. We can think that these women supposed to be in their villages, and they should produce from their villages, not to come to the capital and leave their family and create a family instability. If these women are empowered properly, and they might create advancement also, because they can work from their villages instead of coming and with their families, and they become neighborhood entrepreneurs, or entrepreneurs that support other entrepreneurs to come up, or to might be also the pioneers, especially they are working on rare crafting, which is for example here in this case they are doing the carpets from the camel wool, which is very rare type of carpet. If we think of this way, then we can change many actually women associations, or women empowerment program, because we will think that is how we to utilize the assets within the community of where is the woman is residing, and ensuring that these women, they don't lose the touch of their families, they don't create for themselves family instability. At the same time, they will improve the value of the product they are producing, because everybody will be supporting such a product if it comes from women that is coming from the village, rather than they are being laborers working on a factory. And this is usually we put forward this way so that you appreciate how long the cycle takes so that we can create this change, and what are the steps, the main steps that we need to focus on. So beside training the women, we're supposed to also ensure that these carpets are in highly demand by the by the customers, or what type of carpets are highly demanded by certain customers, so that we can increase the profit margin of these women, and at the same time they become stable entrepreneurs that support the country in general. So when we start talking about the introduction of inspiration economy theory, we should think that it is a coherent set of ideas and visions. As you can see, it is a collection of ideas and visions that include new assumptions, okay, that will help to really improve the socio-economy and ensure that there is the relation between socio-economy and inspiration economy are built in a proper way. So, and of course, this is affected by certain economic factors, psychological factors, social factors, and demographic factors. They all play a reality in the possibility of creating an impact on the human behavior and the human attitudes and the human mindset, and creating the societal change. Now, one of the things we can do when if we want to support this theory is that we sensitize how these factors work together and explain the phenomena studied by the theory, as Chamberter mentioned. Because a theory is actually a formulation of conceptual relationships, or perhaps a formulation of equations that show a set of variables in the light of which bundle of experiences is interpreted. So for that, we focus that a theory is a collection of formulas or relations that bring different variables together, and these variables will be bringing a new experience to the humanity, or a new insight to the humanity. One of the things also about theory is that it have a set of laws, while again the concepts they can come from a collection of notes and a set of assumptions. But the theory will help to organize these actually a set of laws. The other thing is that the theory, of course, is subject to systematic procedures and usually contributes to reaching certain conclusions. So a theory explains the results that are reached through the curriculum, and thus builds a human capacity which can help us to generalize more necessary experience to the humanity. Now, the importance of theories in social science is very important, because actually it can help us to build self-esteem. It will help us to bring people out of depression or psychological challenges. Besides, a theory it helps us to explain the integrated set of principles that organizes or predict our observations, or predict our behaviors. For that, theory is based on a hypothesis. The hypothesis is testable and sometimes predictable, and often it should be implied in the theory. So we have operational part of the theory, which is a statement of procedures or operations that are used to define the research variables. Example will be intelligence may be operationally defined as what an intelligence test measures. So a theory is developed based on a specific hypothesis, which are derived from the field, or based on the deep observations, like in our case in inspiration economy. And for that, these theories need to be tested and tested till they can be generalized. Based on the results obtained, the theory is revised and the new hypotheses are formulated. Thus, the theory require a replicated and repetition of the research or field studies to see whether the basic essence of the theory could be generalized. I think I will stop here, ladies and gentlemen, and we continue with you in the next class. Thank you.